Hello, I'm Alone. Today I'll be discussing the trailer for Captain America and one of the first to come out in 2025. Unlike 2024 movies and tied with 2021 of being the year with the most Marvel movies coming out. So it's the first one coming out in February, and we're going straight back into PG-13 movies. No R-rated yet, and I say supposedly for next year because we still don't know the current status of Blade. Blade is completely just left in a limbo. So we don't know what's going on with Blade just yet. But I feel which it's currently state of November 2025. I feel like we will know eventually, just not yet. But we have Captain America: Brave New World. We have Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and then we have the second to last movie in Phase 5. So only one trailer. I was actually very surprised to see this trailer come out. It came out before Deadpool and Wolverine. And I until afterwards, since this came out, this would come out in February. But this was around the same time. Like I remember, around the same time that we got the Black Panther trailer. Jeez, I don't know what happened to me there. The Black Panther trailer. So it was coming out in February, and it's around the same time we got that trailer in June, like the first trailer in June, and then like the second one in November. We might see one later on the line. And in fact, this Thursday. So yes, this episode is late. Sorry, this won't be the Tuesday episode. We have another. There's the Acolyte trailer. Also wanted to say that I know there's a presentation of Sony. They'll be covering that, and that won't be meeting in the meeting consumers this week. Sorry. I did. We're gonna get a PlayStation showcase this month, and at the end that would reveal the PS5 Pro, but that didn't happen. It seems like they're going straight into the PS5 Pro. So I'll that would have to update it. But I will up soon, so I hope to get something out. From a media paper, and yeah, we won't be covering that. That's the Venom: The Last Dance trailer. That's because That's because that's that's because fuck that's because it's because we have all of October and November, so like, and September as well. Oh, we also have the last time this did come out in December, and the movie's already come out by then, so there's not really a point to have that there. And any other trailers that we would get to, like for example Sonic 3, that's coming out in a few months because I'm trying to clean up to clean up the house of Media Fay a little. There's a lot of episodes that we haven't done yet, and I would love to, and I want to do. I want to get them out so we can move on to new stuff. Officially, for the first time since 2022, we can officially move on to some new stuff instead of having just a big clog of things, and that really excites me because I want to. That's something that I want to get to, like doing some new stuff. There's a lot of episodes that we've sort of thrown around that we want to do, but that's beside the point. Let's actually get into this. So, a bunch of videos that we won't cover, but we will cover some of them, and hopefully by 2025, by 2025 officially, we'll be done with most of the stuff from the earlier years. So, that's something that you can look forward to. Anyways, getting into Captain America: Brave New World. So there's a lot going on with this movie, and again, didn't expect the trailer to come out this early, but I'm glad it did, so we can talk about it. This is one of the movies I've been, I guess you could say, looking forward to seeing something about it, because, mainly because I was very interested to see how this movie would turn out, just because it's interesting. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a bunch of Hulk stuff, which is really, for me, it's a bit bizarre to see Hulk stuff in the in here. Just there's Hulk stuff, which is weird. There's also stuff that from Captain America itself that is also interests me to see how they do it. But I think we'll get into that. So let's actually get into the speculation about this movie. So first up, how does Thunderbolt Ross become? One of my questions is, how does Thunderbolt Ross become Red Hulk? We don't know yet. Let me just. Wow. Okay. Oh. So we don't know so at least in the comics, the leader, Betty died. The leader promised that he would resurrect her if Ross agreed to work with them. Hulk returned. Oh, this was after World War Hulk. And Cypher, Cypher from the Hulk, blah blah. Okay. And then MODOK transformed Ross into the Red Hulk. So, seeing this and seeing who is in the movie, I think that instead of it being MODOK, because MODOK is dead, that is the worst thing about the MCU, that they don't use recurring villains. They don't. And what I'm guessing is that the leader is going to be one of the main villains. Yeah, one of the main villains. But then there's Thunderbolt Ross that becomes Thaddeus Ross that becomes Red Hulk. Um, what I'm gonna guess is that instead of it being leader and MODOK, it's gonna be leader in the Serpent Society because we know that Giancarlo Esposito is playing Sidewinder, which I think one of the weirdest characters to put in this movie. But I like that we are going to see. We're going to see like the Serpent Society finally. I'm gonna get to that later. But yeah, so I'm guessing that what's gonna happen with this movie is that Red Hulk will come to be after maybe Betty dies in an incident or something, and then the Serpent Society and leader and the leader, I kind of coerce Donovan Ross into helping them, and then they become the Red Hulk. We don't know yet if we have no idea if well, I mean, no idea in quotations, but we have no clue if it's official that Red Hulk, that Bruce Banner Hulk will be in this movie. We have no clue if that's a thing that we'll see, but I think it's possible because it's the only real reason I see being able to do this, to have this, or maybe because the leader has like Hulk DNA in him because he was initiated by the Hulk, by Banner's blood. I think that could be a good play into a thing where leader uses his own blood, like uses the trace amounts of Hulk in his blood to transform Ross into Red Hulk. That could be an interesting thing that they could play around with, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I think that's how Red Hulk will come to be. I have no idea. Guess we'll see when the movie comes out. But yeah, and like I was getting to, we're finally getting a Serpent Society. If you guys don't remember, back in 2015 or 2014. It might have been San Diego Comic Con 2014, 2015. I think it was 2014, where they announced the slate for Phase 3. Because around that time, Phase 2 was ending, and they decided to announce the slate for Phase 3, which didn't. Most of those movies didn't come to be. Not most of those movies. Most of those movies were actually delayed from the original release. Like we know, I think we know that Captain Marvel was supposed to come out in 2017, and that Brie Larson was announced as Captain Marvel for a long time. Like we knew that she was gonna be Captain Marvel for a long ass time. Oh, it was on July 16th, 2019. But I don't remember when it was announced. Like, I know it was announced at some point, but like 2016 she was announced as Captain Marvel. So we knew for quite a while that she was gonna be Captain Marvel. We just didn't know when it was officially coming out. But yeah, no, like we knew about it, and that's beside the point. Where like a lot of those movies came out after they were supposed to, because of I don't know, because they decided to do more movies like that. The Spider-Man movies, after the Ant-Man movie, like there's a bunch of movies that delayed those things, but that's beside the point. But in that presentation, they announced that the third Captain America movie would in quotations be Serpent Society, Captain America Serpent Society. And that wasn't the case. It was a cop out. and then they announced it was Civil War. So, we didn't get to see we didn't get to see the Super Society in the MCU, and now we are, and now they are officially doing the Super Society, which is great. I think it's great that we're finally seeing this these Captain America villains in a Captain America movie, because most of this movie is Hulk villains. So I think it's cool that we're seeing just that we're finally seeing these characters. We're only seeing one though. That is again Giancarlo Esposito's character of Sidewinder. That is the only one we're seeing in the Serpent Society of the MCU. But we don't know any other characters we don't know of any other characters that are in this movie. I don't think maybe we'll see some other Super Society characters later on the line, but currently it is only Sidewinder. Also, I just noticed that he says a scientist, so I'm probably ran the money. I'm probably ran the money with my theory about it just being about it being the leader and the Super Society instead of the leader MODOK. So again, cool that we're seeing that. But one of my main worries about this movie is I'd asked a lot of villains. So it seems like everyone's against Sam Wilson here. Also, I kind of forgot to mention, but this is the first movie that first Captain America movie that we have with Sam Wilson, and now Tom Holland. A lot of people are mentioning that Tom Holland is now wrong. That Anthony Mackie doesn't have a movie. So also people saying that there is no Falcon movie because it's a Captain America movie. Whatever, like it counts. Like it's Anthony Mackie still. It's still Sam Wilson. So he became Captain America. You gotta have a movie. Sam Wilson got a movie. Maybe not as Falcon, but definitely a Captain America. So yeah. There's so many villains in this movie. 2 Hulk villains, Red Hulk and Leader, Sidewinder, and I'm gonna guess that the Black Widow, Ruth, is also going to be an antagonistic force. That's just me putting my money on this character, on this. I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of villains that are very antagonistic to, obviously there's gonna be people that are antagonistic to Sam Wilson, and actually the new Falcon, Joaquin Torres, that is now gonna be the Falcon, or the new Falcon. Yeah, that's cool. Also great that we're seeing this duo coming in. And we know that we kind of knew that Danny Ramirez would become Danny Ramirez would eventually play the Falcon. I'm surprised it took them so short, but I mean, hey, it's been 4 years since Falcon and Soldier, so we're kind of overdue for a follow up here. Yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of worried that there's so many villains, and also there are villains here that Captain America I don't think can deal with. Well, Sam Wilson specifically, because he doesn't have the super soldier serum, so it'll be very interesting to see how he actually deals with Red Hulk. The Leader, I can see him dealing with Summer Society. They're Captain America villains. Like it makes sense, Like it makes sense that they be here. Uh, Man, there are quite a bit of villains, and I don't know how the two, like, Captain America, Falcon will be able to deal with I will be able to deal with this like with these characters. Leader is a bit, Red Hulk is a bit hard to think to really like think like, okay, maybe Captain America Falcon can deal with this, but we don't know how it's gonna go. But I think we could see something interesting that they could play around these characters, but I don't think so. I don't know. Like, we'll see. Anyways, my second to last point is will this tie into the Thunderbolts? So Thunderbolts is the next movie after this one, and we know that in Thunderbolts, Thaddeus Ross, Thunderbolt Ross, will be in the movie. Now we don't know if this will be well, it's Thunderbolts asterisk, and I'm gonna call it Thunderbolts. I don't give a two fucks. So we don't know if this movie comes out is after chronologically after Brave New World, but we do know that Thunderbolt Ross is gonna be in this movie. People are saying that they don't like. I get in the comics, the Thunderbolts weren't called Thunderbolts because of Thunderbolt Ross, so they're thinking that that maybe it's something else that's happening here. But yeah, like it could tie into maybe we'll see like some ties to Red Hulk. Maybe like we know that Sentry's gonna be in the movie, so maybe he has something to do with like the super soldier serum. Like I know he has to, but I know he is, and I know that the Hulk experiments, were, at least in the MCU, were because of the super soldier serum, like to recreate that. So I'm guessing that after the whole like Red Hulk debacle, they have Thunderbolt Ross. It's still he's still the president of the United States in Thunderbolts. I'm gonna guess that's not the case, and I'm guessing that Bob is sort of like a more advanced thing, like a more advanced version of the serum that the leader and the society created. So I'm guessing that there will be ties. I don't know. I don't know if we will see Sam Wilson Captain America. Maybe it's possible. This series. But the thing is, why I'm mentioning this is because both Thunderbolts and Brave New World have like the main characters from Falcon Winter Soldier. In obviously Captain America has Sam Wilson. In Thunderbolts you have Bucky Barnes and U.S. Agent. So I think that we could see those characters coming here, but I don't know. It could be something a bit different. We might not even see a connection. Who knows? Who genuinely knows? We might just not see it at all. Anyways, my last point is that Tiamat is finally being addressed. So I don't know if you don't remember, but in Eternals, which not many people watched, I think, Eternals, at the end of the movie, Tiamat was awakening and all that shit, and Tiamat was stopped, it died, and the hand of its body was like sticking out of the ground, like it was sticking out of the ocean, and that wasn't a big thing that was said in the universe, even though it should have been a big thing. But it was addressed in some like small places, but that's not That's not where it should be addressed. It should be addressed into something big, and this is going to be a pretty big part of the movie of Brave New World, because I read the leaks. I read the leaks for this movie, and I know that there is something very interesting that happens with Tiamat. Tiamat was turned, like if you remember, Cersei turned Tiamat into another object, into another material to kill it, because that was Cersei's ability. And she could turn like she could turn the molecular composition of objects into other like things. So what I'm thinking is that like what the leak says that it's gonna be something it's a kind of semi not really retcon, but more like it's sort of a retcon, sort of not, that it was turned into a material that's very important to a certain section of a certain thing, of a certain character of a certain team. You can probably guess what it is. I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you, but I'm not gonna say it. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And everyone knows what I'm talking about. He's very popular right now. But it's been, that's what the leak says. That's what the leak say, that it's this specific material, and that's one of the things that one of the main plot points of the movie. It's because it's Tiamat's new material that it produced thanks to Cersei turning it into whatever it turned it into. Yeah, that's cool that we're finally getting something new out of this, and something that's actually, I would say, something that's actually like plot heavy, like it actually has consequences, and it's something that's very focused on the plot. Something that actually, something that's important to the plot. So we're not just seeing it's said somewhere. No, like it's a big thing, like it should be. Not to play on the thing that's the fucking giant sticking out of the earth. Yeah, not a thing. So yeah, I'm excited for this movie. I to be honest, if you've seen any of our like if you've ever seen any of our MCU tiers, we haven't done it in a long ass time. The last time we did them was in 2022 with Trevi. If you want to know, if you watched it like all the way back then, you'd know that I've never been the biggest fan of Captain America movies. That's not because they're bad. It's just there's never been my thing. I should probably give them another try. Maybe like a MCU tier list revised whenever I do my second rewatching of the entirety of the MCU, which that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I'll probably do it. I'll do it before Doomsday. Maybe. I'll maybe do it before Doomsday. That's a big maybe, but I'll maybe do it before Doomsday. Better. Yeah, I'm very excited for this movie. To see how it goes. I'm thinking the MCU is gonna go on a bit of a hot streak in with Deadpool Wolverine, to this movie, to Thunderbolts, to Fantastic Four. I think it ends with Blade. I think Blade will maybe be a disaster. It's a 50-50. It's either a disaster or it's good. Like, there's no in between, because there's been so many people that have been just trying to get this movie to be made. Like, it is genuinely impressive how many people have tried to be in this movie. And, we joked about it last time when we reviewed a Marvel movie in Deadpool Wolverine. I was like, hey, I'd gladly direct Blade. If you want to have a Blade director that actually stick with you, hit me up. I'll do it. I'll actually go in there and finish Blade, because you guys can't even get started. Like, I don't think started filming. But yeah, very, very, very excited for this movie. So yeah. What did you guys think about Captain America, the trailer for Captain America Brave New World? Not what you guys think about this movie. This movie isn't out yet. It's gonna be out for a long ass time. What is it? Until 6 months from now, 7 months from now. No, no, we're 3 months away from 5 months from now. 5 months. Not gonna be until 5 months from now. So yeah, what did you guys think about Captain America? About the trailer? God damn it, for Captain America: Brave New World. Leave in the comments below. All of our socials are in the description. And that's about it. Look forward to the next episode coming out later today. That is going to be quite a beefy one. I'm gonna be reviewing The Acolyte, so that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.